Hey guys, welcome back to GWiz Academy. In this video, we are going to learn about Python operators. So what exactly is this operator and why do we use it? See, operators are something that we need in program so that we can perform certain actions like calculations and between numbers or to create logics, we use operators. Let's see with an examples and understand what exactly it is and why do we use it. In Python, we have different types of operators as well, like around eight types of operators are there. So examples of operators are nothing but plus or minus in the sense subtraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or comparison, like if a number is greater than or less than a particular certain number. If we want to compare some two different numbers, we need operators. If we want to perform addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, then we need operators. And if we want to compare whether this x is equals to y or y is equals to x, then we need operators. So to perform these kinds of comparison or to apply logic or to assign something or to perform some mathematical operations, we use something called as operators, right? We will see that in through examples. We will try to learn about it. In Python, we have around 8 categories of operators. So most frequently used are these four actually: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and logic operators. And we do use these two, identity and membership operators, as well. And yeah, bitwise operators, I want you to look for this and do some research and let me know what exactly is bitwise operator. This is a task for you by end of this video, right? So let's get started and see what exactly is this operators from here to here, right? So yeah, the first thing is arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators. So as I have mentioned it over here, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus, we can do it. We can perform these functions by using operators called as arithmetic operators. So let's see some examples. So let's say if I have okay, let's not take some variables or something, just directly I'll use print. And let's say I have two numbers. Let's say it's 24 plus 45. Yeah, so if I have two numbers, that is 24 and 45, let's save this and let's see the result is 69, right? So here what happened here is this number and this number got added. Why? Because we used this plus symbol. So plus symbol here is called as arithmetic operator. Same way, if you see print 100 minus 25, right? If I save it and let's run this code, and you can see 100 minus 25, it is what it is, to 75, right? So the operation is happening. Operation in the sense mathematical operation, mathematical calculation is being done by using this symbol. So this symbol we call it as arithmetic operators, right? So same way you can go ahead and do multiplication, division, and get modulus as well for certain numbers. If you want to multiply certain numbers, let's use like 100 multiplied by 200. So let's save it and run the code, right? So we got the answer 20,000. So this way we can perform arithmetic calculations by using arithmetic operators. So plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus, these are the symbols that we have. We categorize these operators under arithmetic operators. Same way, we have these operators that we consider or categorize under assignment operators. Why assignment operators? Let's go ahead and see. Let me quickly format this. Okay, now here if I want to see, like let's say x as a variable is 10, y as a variable is 15. Okay, so I'll use an assignment operators. So here what we have done is we are assigning value 10 to this variable called as x by using an operator called as assignment operators. Using assignment operators, what we are doing is we are assigning this particular variable x a value of 10. We are assigning this variable y with a value of 15 by using this assignment variable, right? So similarly, what we can do is, let's say z equals to x. So what does this mean? Now if I print z or z, then what will be the result? It should be 10, right? So let's run this code and see. Yes, it is 10. Why is that so? Because I took this, I used this assignment operator called equals to symbol and made sure that the value of x is equals to z or z, right? So now if I print z, then it will be equals to x, and which is equal to 10. So the value of z is 10, right? So here what we are doing is we are assigning values to particular variable, right? So same way you can go ahead and use this symbol, plus or equals to symbol. How to use that? Let me show you. First thing is, let's say x is equals to 10. We already have x is equals to 10, right? Again, let's type x is equals to 10. That doesn't matter. And now if I say again, after a certain program, after writing some line of code and whatever it is, let's say if I want to change the value of x again, I can go ahead and write x is equals to x plus 10. X is equals to x plus 10, right? So what does this mean? This means that earlier till here, till the line 25, x value was 10, right? So as soon as the program hits the line 26, what happens is one more x variable is created and it is assigned a value of x, that is 10, plus I'm adding 10 more. So 10 plus 10 will be 20. So now if I print x, then it will be 20. See, right? So the value is 20 now. So by the end, the value is 20. So this same thing here, let me comment it off. Let me comment this print as well. Let me comment these three as well. Okay, let me save it. Okay, so instead of using this x is equals to x plus 10, what we do in a short form is x plus equals to 10. So what does this mean is add x to 10. This is what it means exactly. Okay, if you please don't get confused. What does this mean is we are adding this x with 10 and then return the same value back to x. So x is equals to x plus 10. You should read it as x is equals to x plus 10. It's as simple as that. Whenever you see this thing, you simply read x is equals to x plus 10. So same way, let's say x is equals to, let's say if I want to write x is equals to x minus 5, what I can write is x minus equals to 5. What does this mean? X is equals to x minus 5. You simply should read it as x is equal to x minus 5, so that you can visualize it like this: x is equals to x minus 5, right? So what is happening here is minus and equals to symbol. We are using plus and equals to symbol. We are using equals to symbol to assign some values to certain variable, right? So what exactly we are doing here, we are assigning certain values to variable. So that is the reason we call these symbols as assignment operators. Similarly, we can multiply. So as you can see here, let's say, so what will be the output for this particular x is equals to x minus 5? It will be, I guess, print x will be 5, right? If I remove 5 minus x, then let's see, let's run this code. Okay, so here x was 20, here till the line 28 it was 20. So from 20, if we remove 5, we are left with 15. Okay, perfect. So this is assignment operators. Let's say if I can give you one more example of multiplication, let's say if I want to use x is equals to x multiplied by 15, same thing I can write as x multiplication equals to 15. This is as equal as x is equal to x multiplied by 15. So if I print x now, so what is happening here is, here x's value is 15, right? So 15 multiplied by 15 will happen, and 15 multiplied by 15 will be the result. As you can see, if we run the code now, scroll down, 225, right? 15 into 15. So same way, I have given the list of these operators as well here. You can go ahead and practice various examples for this. Now coming back to next operator. What is the next operator? Next one is comparison operators. Okay, so let me quickly comment off these things. Okay, so coming to comparison operators. Okay, here by using comparison operators, we can compare between two numbers. See, what exactly do I mean? As the name itself suggests, it's a comparison operator. Let's say, okay, print 10 is equals to 20. What should be the result? Let's see. It's false. It is returning false. Why is it returning false? Because x is not equal to 20, it is returning false. So what is it doing is, the Python code is just checking, is comparing 10 and 20 and seeing if they both are same. They are not same, right? So that's the reason it is returning us false. So same way, if let's say print 10 is greater than 20, so instead of this, we can use equals to symbol as well. Okay, so let me use this for now. Let me save it and let's see the result. It's also false because 10 is not greater than 20. Now if I use print 10 is less than 20, save it and run the code, it's true because 10 is obviously less than 20, so it is returning us true. Now if I use 10 is less or equals to 20, so what does this symbol mean is, either 10 is less than 20 or it is equal to 20, but in no way 10 is greater than 20. This is what this operator means. Okay, either 10 is less than 20 or it is equal to 20, but it is not more than 20. This is what this exact meaning of this particular operator. So if I save it and run the code, it should be true. See, it's true. Now if I revert that, print, let's say 10 is greater or equal to 20. Is it true or false? Guess. If I run it, it will be obviously false. Scroll down and it is false, right? So what is happening here is, we are using these operators to compare between two numbers, right? So this is how you can go ahead and compare between several numbers in programming language. And in future videos, we will, right now I'm just using print function so that it is convenient for you to now understand this concept fundamentals. In later videos, we will have to use these operators under our class, under our object, sorry, whenever we create functions, we need to use these logics like boolean data types, or we need to use operators to understand or compare or assign values. So more complex exercises, we will go through all those things, but for now I'm using as simple example as possible so that you get the concept right embedded in your brain, right? So this is how we use comparison operators. And coming to the next one, which is logical operator, and, or, and, not. Logical operators. So as the name itself suggests, let's say if I use print 10 is less than 20 and 10 is less than 15. Here I'm using this operator called as AND operator. But along with that, I'm using other operators as well, comparison operators as well, along with the logical operators. Here I told the program that 10 is less than 20. The program knows yes, it is true, and 10 is less than 15 also. Yes, this is also true. This is also true, and this is also true. Now the whole expression should be true. So let me simply save this and run the code and see. Yes, it is true. Now, same thing I can do. Print 10 is greater than 20 and 10 is less than 20. Now here what is happening here? See, 10 is less than 20. Yes, I know 10 is less than 20. But 10 is not less than 20 here. Okay, 10 is not greater. Okay, let me change the number here. So 30. So 10 is less than 30. Yes, we all know that 10 is less than 30. This will be this expression, this part of this expression is true. And 10 is greater than 20. We clearly can see that 10 is not greater than 20, because so this expression is false, right? False and true. Then if there is something like false and true, then the whole expression in together will be false. Let's save it, because to get an output as true for this thing, we need both of these expressions to be true. If either of these expression is false, then the AND operator will return us the false. So let's save it and run this code and see. As you can see that we are getting the false over here, right? So now what we can do is the same code let's use once again. Because we used AND, whenever we use AND, both the expression should be true. Only then the result will be true. Here, if I use OR, what will happen? Let's see. If I use OR, either this one or this one, left one or right one, either of them should be true. If any one, at least one of them is true, then the result will be true. So here I can see that 10 is less than 30. Yes, it is true. 10 is greater than 20. No, it is false. But this is true, right? So the whole expression will result in true. I can run this code and see the result that the whole expression resulted in true. So either this result is satisfied or this result is satisfied. Either of them is true, then result is true. We can create complex logic using these things, but I don't want to use a complex example for you, because we are learning about these operators from the ground level. So I want to just make sure that you are comfortable with understanding what exactly is this operator. How to use it in more complex programs, we will definitely see in our later videos or in our advanced series as well, right? All right, so now what I want to give you is, just by watching videos you're not going to learn programming. So I want you to research about these three operators: identity operators, membership operators, and what is the last one, bitwise operators. Okay, so you need some programming foundation to understand what exactly these are, but make sure to Google these terms: identity operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. I want you to Google these terms and tell me in the description that what did you understand with by identity operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. I need to use some examples like classes and objects. I need to use examples of list actually to explain you what is this identity operators and membership operators. But we haven't covered that concept of objects or lists or class, right? So we will anyways be coming back here and learning about these three operators later on. But for now, just to fulfill your curiosity, I want you to go ahead and Google these terms and see what does this mean, and get back to me with the answers of what exactly these operators are. And do make sure you share at least two examples of these three each. Okay, so and still if you cannot figure it out, don't worry. In our after we learn what is list and what is dictionary, what is tuples, we will come back here and we will learn these three operators as well with examples, right? We will cover these examples as well. So don't worry about this. We can keep these concepts on hold for now, because we need some ground fundamentals before we touch these operators as well, because I don't want to give you the advanced example and then confuse you or overwhelm you. If you All I want is you should be googling these terms and reading about these three operators, and if you understand it well, that is great, share us the example. If you don't understand it, please don't worry at all. You don't have to memorize any of these things. You simply need to understand what is happening and just follow along, right? You don't have to memorize or do anything, right? Okay, now that we have completed operators, this is it for this video. We are keeping these three operators on hold for now, so that once we complete our list, dictionaries, and some intermediate concepts, then we will come back here and continue these three operators, explanation of these three operators with some examples, right? So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video with one more concept in Python programming. Thank you very much. Have a great day.